Week 6 in the NFL as the Panthers play host to the Vikings. Minnesota goes for their 4th win in the last 5 against Carolina. And it's coming your way next.
Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Minnesota Vikings and the Carolina Panthers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
First down, Rodgers. Out right to Bourne. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Rodgers now to throw. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. Touchdown! Russell Gage, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The numbers for Mixon last week, 23 carries, 96 yards, and a touchdown.
And while he may not verbalize it, in his mind, going up against this defense, one of the worst rush defenses in the league, he's thinking 200-plus in this game.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
First down, Trask. And this one's incomplete.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limited to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. On 2nd and 10, Trask. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out in the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
Looking to throw again on second down. Trask. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And they'll throw again. Here's Trask. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Deebo Samuel. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Zach Pascal to return it. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game in the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away. And they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
They'll try the right side with Elliott. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the
Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. The 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Brutal. So take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. But Charles, a tough task ahead for this defense, trying to slow down Aaron Rodgers. What would you be trying to do?
I would think about selective pressure, Brandon, and what I mean by that is he's going to eat you up if you blitz him too often, because he'll read that and go to the man coverage patterns. But every now and then you bring that pressure at him, make him deliver the ball on time. It's when he keeps the ball, maneuvers out of the pocket, and throws deep, that's when you're in big trouble.
The numbers for Zeke from last week. 14. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Randy Gregory. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. This is caught. It's Cooks. Touchdown, Vikings. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. McManus's point after is good, and the lead is up to 8. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told, and it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago and in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They run for it with Mixon. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. The throw down the field caught by his running back. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football. After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. First down throw for Trask. He finds his running back, Mixon. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Throwing, Trask. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are a 2-point conversion away from tying up this football game. They'll look to throw. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. A give to Elliott. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. On 4th down, here's Andy Lee on to kick it away. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon, and past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll run on 1st down. Mixon, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Working out of the gun, here's Trask. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Trask to throw it. Sliding out of the pocket. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing in colleges delivered to the NFL.
This goes out wide for Mixon. Touchdown, Panthers. Joe Mixon with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. They'll try and throw for it. He's got it at the 2. And he is not going to be able to break free as they wrap him up right at the line of scrimmage. And the try for 2 is going to come up empty. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. And we check the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He'll get this to Elliott. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. And that's good for a gain of 6, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Now it's Rodgers. throw complete right side to Cooks. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completion.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Rodgers' throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Shotgun now for Rod. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Trask. Eluding the pressure right. Taking a shot for Samuel. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did.
Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Play fake. Trask rolling to his right. Lines up and lets it go for Samuel. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6.
And just like that, on we head to half number 2.
Each team making their final preparations for this second half. We're about ready, too, as we'll send you back up to Charlotte and rejoin Brandon and Charles at Bank of America Stadium.
Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. Touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Trask. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Running left, it's Mixon. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. On 3rd down, Mixon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. That's to his running back, complete. He stiff arms him, breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. First down, Mixon, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 3rd down, Trask. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're going to stop him short of the 1st down as he's tackled at about the 21. Now Trask on 4th down. And he will find his man Samuel. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Mixon is in. Touchdown Carolina. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking,
oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts. Not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Now Rodgers on the bootleg. He gets it to Cooks. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now Rodgers. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Vikings. Russell Gage, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Mike Zimmer's made the decision. His guys will go for 2. Rodgers will throw for it. That's caught at the 1.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Uses the stiff arm. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Trask on first down. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Desmond King picks it. And the Vikings are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts, because he definitely needs some assistance.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Intended target on that one, Russell Gage. And that'll make it 3rd down. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. From the pistol, here's Elliott. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 1st down, Rodgers. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. D. Ford able to record his 5th sack of the season. On 2nd down, it's Elliott. 66 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Raekwon Davis in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. And McManus able to put it through. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
This one taken just inside the 10 and beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a... This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Their lead back down to one score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10.
These guys, sir, they're not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
They'll run on 1st down. Mixon, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Play action now. Trask. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Setting to throw. Here's Trask. Flush to his right. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Trask now looks to throw on 1st down. And his throw here is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On play action, Trask. He'll buy some time right. Taking a shot for Samuel. This is caught inside the 15. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Trask. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Desmond King picks it. And the Vikings are right back in this football game. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. And they're going to get about 3 here out of this 1st down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Rodgers. And this one is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. This one to Bourne, and he's got it. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Open man is Bourne. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Cooks on the quick slant. The Vikings in the hurry up. They're hustling up to the line. Back to throw. Rodgers. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like that there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's throwing it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. They took their shot for the end zone, almost cost them.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But, boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the football. And if he does that, this thing is over. Instead, he leaves him out there with another chance.
Now Rodgers. And, yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. From the 6. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now. So you're not protecting a lead. So you're not playing that way. You've got to go get the lead again. So maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down. Now Trask. They'll roll him out right. Connecting with Mixon. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
And, partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
On 1st and 10, Trask forced out to his left. Finding Samuel. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 8. And defensively, they'll say you can have that. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. 2nd and 2. Trask now off the play fake. Sliding out of the pocket. Looking deep for Adams. He's got a man. Complete. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, Trask. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Buying time to his left. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. To throw is Trask. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Every eye in the stadium fixated on Rodrigo Blankenship. And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And that will write a finish to this ball game. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Now the offense for the Panthers here getting the football back. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Part of the reason we're in overtime, all the interceptions he's thrown in this game, but that was a good throw right there.
He's really not daunted, is he, partner? I mean, it's been interception palooza for him, and he's still pushing it downfield, trying to make a play, and he was successful on that throw.
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not in a pre.